boys.
Alrighty, here we are, back on Rails and Metal, and for those of you that don't know already, Klug can't cast this game because for some reason the replay isn't working on his computer, which is very, very strange, as all the rest of them do. So I will be solo casting this one, which, hey, you know, we may prefer that. Sorry, Klug, if you're still listening. I'm only joking. So here we go, Allies pushing up the right-hand side, Roof with an excellent decision going for this very, very decisive house. On this side of the map now. If the Axis do try and take over this side, very, very handy for Allies to have hold of this house, so that, you know, the Allies can get a little more high defensive area. Although he's brought two echelons in at the start, so he doesn't actually have great firepower in order to deal with these Stern Pioneers that are coming in. No Kubel being brought in from Momo. We're going to see the two Volksgrenadier and Stern Pioneers. So when this second squad of echelons is revealed, maybe Momo's going to feel confident to go in, you know, closer to the house with the Stern Pioneers there. Left-hand side as well. This is very, very unusual. We don't normally see Axis doing this on this map. We haven't seen it much in this tournament at all, but both players have decided to split up on this map and fight their own sides. So no early battle group yet either. This is a different kind of strategy that we're seeing from the Axis teams at the moment. Again, no ground being made on this house here. It's strange at the moment. I don't really feel that Roof has actually brought enough manpower up on the field to comfortably take this point on the right-hand side so far. Although here we go, Riflemen are starting up in the engagements now. Fuel's under their control. It really depends how Plager is able to deal with Sears on his side. Sears coming in with the MG support for these Pioneers here. Very, very good play there, having the Pioneers support. They can run in and take some extra shots at the suppressed squads. Again, Roof actually enjoying a better start game this time. Momo hasn't been very aggressive with his units so far. He's actually held back. Looks like he's building his forces up. Battle group is going down on the back line, so we should probably be seeing LEIG coming in. And here we go, starting to see, he tried to get a bit of aggression with the Stern Pioneers there, probably reconsidered that due to having the two riflemen there. Not finding much luck on his side yet at all. Plager's trying to find the gap and the flank in order to get this MG gun down, but it doesn't actually come through as successful. Thanks to some great positioning of the Grenadiers from Sears. Have we seen commanders picked yet? Yes, we do. What is this? The Partisans from Plager come out. And Partisans, I haven't seen them at all in this tournament. And really, really excited to see that. It's a lovely little doctrine, but kind of difficult to use, really. You have to have good unit awareness to really pull that off. Here we go. We've just seen them spawn out from one of the buildings now behind Momo's lines. And he's going to try and force Momo off of that side of the map. What are they doing, though? They're just kind of standing there, maybe waiting for something to retreat. I don't know. Maybe waiting for the sniper, actually. That could be a brilliant idea if you know Sears' sniper's coming on, which it nearly has done every game, apart from this one. No sniper from Sears yet at all. I am surprised. Early flames on this engineer. Let's see what their plan is with these. They're actually walking past the Grenadiers. I don't know if they're going to get that much effective shots off now. The Grenadiers are easily be able to deal with them. They need to consider getting out of there really, really quick. They're down to one guy already. They really made it difficult for them to retreat right now. CS is going to chase. He does get some accurate shots on. He's standing still, trying to get that extra bit of accuracy to finish it off. Isn't successful. Maybe he should have considered actually continuing the run there. Partisans are going to try and deal with these Stern Pioneers here, but they just haven't got enough to deal with the Volksgrenadiers as well. They're going to be forced to retreat again, running through negative cover here. Are we going to see another squad go down? He'll be very, very lucky to get out of this one, although he is running along some green cover here, so very, very lucky to get out with that kind of health. Here we go, Partisans out again, trying to displace Sears for the MG gun. Sears does actually have to retreat out of that. He obviously doesn't feel he has anything ready to support the units over there. So very, very nice Partisan spawn there from Plaga. My apologies, guys. Nice MG there. Double conscripts going up. They're going to recap really quickly. Try and make sure that the allies get double fuel and a decent mid-game here. What vehicle have we got coming in? The early M20 from Roof is coming in. There's nothing on the field yet from Momo. We have got the RtN being built, but currently no AT whatsoever from Momo. This M20 could do a lot of damage to Momo in the early game. Let's have a look at the map quickly. Nice taking the map by Plago. He's actually in a really good position right now, and he is going to enjoy an early game thanks to those Partisans selection. Absolutely beautiful so far. Here we go. Panzerschreck goes up on the Volksgrenadiers, but they're dangerous. They're just dangerously close to actually losing the entire squad to this M20. I'm not sure if the Rakettenwerfer is going to be able to make it over in time. Here we go. Is he going to give chase? Don't let it get away. Don't let it get away. Here we go. Rakettenwerfer. Is it set up in position? Momo not paying attention to that engagement. Smoke's gone up. Look at this beautiful capping again from Plague on the left-hand side. Actually managed to throw Sears off of his line, which is a brilliant feat at that. Well played. There we go. The RtN goes in. Are we going to be able to avoid the Panzerfaust? Nope. That does take down the M20, so probably pushed a little bit too deep there at the end. Wow, what is this cough coming on? Look at this, guys.
Stop being sick, Danny.
I know, I'm trying my best.
You're spreading germs all over the place.
I know. Spreading my germs all over Twitch, just like usual. It's really, really good. Look at this, Allies full map control. We see a triple cap in here. What has happened to RtN in this game? They've completely lost it on the front lines. They haven't gone together. They split up as Axis, so obviously they made it fairly easy for the Allies to get behind the lines and deal that kind of, you know, flanking damage that they are good for. So maybe that was the mistake here from RtN so far. How are they going to pull it back in the mid-game? They're currently stretched for manpower. That being said, Roof lost a lot of units in those engagements. You know, the M20 went in, he lost Riflemen, he lost the Echelons already. So here we go. What's this? The Greyhound from Recon Support Company. What is this? What is this? We've got Recon Support Company and Partisans. It's just, what is the objective here? You know, they're going so heavy. They definitely want that early game. You know what I mean? They're trying to get so much damage off in the early game with these, you know, kind of, well, they come in so early. They're strong for the time that they come in. So I mean, they're obviously trying to get something decent off and just scare RtN and delay them so much. But we've got an AA half track as well. It's
I bet Momo and CS weren't expecting this.
Yeah, canister shot gets used there as well, and Momo's going to try and get the Shrek shot off, and he does. He needs to consider getting that Greyhound out. One more shot from the Shreks could finish it. Needs to be very, very careful here. Plague's coming in to try and repair it with the engineers. Double flamers go in, but an incendiary goes in as well. Where is that going? On the building? No, actually it's the flamers. It's going to throw them off a little bit. Very, very nice. AA half track's coming in, but it's actually facing the wrong direction. Oh no, here we go. I forget that this thing actually can fire 360 degrees now. So, you know, previously you had to reverse it to get that kind of effect. More Partisans at the battle grouper, but as the Partisans come out of the building, Momo spawns Jaeger infantry out, so now they can't even get back in the building. Partisans throw a grenade trying to get them out, but Momo's way ahead of that and does manage to retreat them out in time. There are units all over the place in this game, spawning out of everything. AA half-track's going around the AT guns and is actually very, very successful, thanks to the fact that it can fire 360 degrees on the move now. The AA is quickly recruited by the Jaeger armor, and AA half-track nearly walks in front of it. Nice Rakettenwerfer from the back. Finally finishes that off. And
what is this madness? What is this madness?
Absolutely crazy stuff going on here. Nice mines from Plaga. Just making sure that he can keep Momo off. They're playing really, really well this game. They're all over RtN, and that is no, you know, that is no small thing to accomplish. You know, they're doing really, really well. What have you seen so far, Clue? How are you feeling?
I have seen nothing so far. I mean, I'm just going off of what you're casting right now. I'm just trying to imagine the lunacy and the madness is going on here right now. So I'm just giving my thoughts based on imagination, really.
Well, Plaga built a mine and he left the units standing there, so the LAG hit the mine and the units have blown up, so that's not very nice to see at all. Su-76 again with the barrage, heavy barrage on the battle group, but they're really, really looking to take that down. Sears, I mean, wow, look, they're just so pushed for manpower. They don't have anything stored up this time. Finally, we see the sniper come out on the field. This is usually the sign that CS is getting serious when this unit comes out onto the field. But I mean, it's just...
Oh god.
Yeah, they're finally starting to take 2 VPs back now. I mean, where is this going? Where is this doctrine going with the... we haven't seen any IR Pathfinders coming yet from what I've seen at all. We can afford them. But I mean, one of the benefits obviously of the IR Pathfinders is that if they stack up enough munitions, which they will have, obviously because they had so much early game map power, but I mean, they would be able to get a very nice strike on the battle grouper. And, you know, provided it's a little bit damaged already, you know, support the Su-76. They would be able to take that down pretty quickly, and that would be a bit of a blow.
Indeed it would. I'm getting confirmation, by the way, Thomas. We'll be casting the bronze game right after this, so we won't have to fill up another hour with mindless nonsense. So we're gonna actually cast 2 games after this, after those 2 games, the finals, which of course update live.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think the timer on Kotu.org was set up wrong. So
somebody was drunk while setting up the timer, but it's okay.
We're losing a capture point.
We got you covered.
Look at this beautiful grenade going in there to throw off the grenadiers. Again, CS is getting thrown over the lines. He even forced to retreat the sniper, which is surprising because obviously, you know, the sniper in CS never has that out of position. So clearly a lot of pressure being put on by Plaga here.
This is very nice to see. I mean, now CS can finally see how other people are feeling whenever he's putting the pressure on him. So it's good to see CS being pressured for once.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've got to have a certain level of you know, psychological thing there when you're coming up against CS and you're actually trying to be aggressive against him, because you'll instantly be under the impression that he has it covered. But they haven't gone in with that at all. They're going in really, really hard. They want this game. You can just see it. They want this game. They're throwing absolutely everything into it. They're not giving Momo. I mean, Momo, how aggressive is Momo when he plays? And he's been completely pushed back into his base on 2 occasions now. So, I mean, these guys are actually hammering it out into them. Here we go. The lieutenant's been obviously upgraded. We knew that before. But plenty of infantry coming up in the field. The captain is also there as well. So a tier 1, tier 2 strategy from Roof up on here, which is, again, he's got the Greyhound on the field as well. It's, I'm not sure where that's going, really, but they're just so heavy, you know, they're such a strong mid-game and early game. And the real danger now is if CS, you know, basically if RtN can survive into the late game and you know, thwart this mid-game assault, they are going to, you know, actually they're going to start coming back against the Allies, because the Allies have invested so heavily in the mid-game. They're going to end up with a bunch of units, you know, that can't actually effectively handle what the Axis are going to get. Dangerously close to losing this engineer squad. He does, and it ignites the flamer as well, which means that is now lost. I mean, once again, you know, Plaga playing very, very well. You know, Roof played very, very well at the start, but I get the feeling that Roof is getting pressure and is starting to lose it a bit now. These triple partisans, I mean, we're seeing just partisans coming up. There's triple partisans out on the field. You know what I mean? Momo is coming with the Jagdpanzer 4, of course the favourite choice rather than attacking up. It's very, very early, but it is going to be a great counter for the Su-76 there. Well, 2 of the Su-76s that are out on the field. With these 2 AT guns as well, I mean, Momo and CS are starting to pull it back. There's really no infantry on the field right now just to contest these AT guns and the Jagdpanzer 4. It's really strange, you know. The partisans have had to retreat right back to the base. There's only really a sniper and the AT guns around, but they're actually doing a really, really good job of pushing the Allied players on.
This is quite an entertaining game, man. The biggest surprise for me still is Roof's choice to go for recon. What's it called? Recon company? Recon support, yeah. It's so great to see those commanders being used for a change instead of rifle company or infantry company. I like this.
Yeah, I do totally agree.
If we had a Coco Jumbo award, I think we would go to Roof and Plaga, just for the...
Just for picking recon support.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice line of sight here from the Jagdpanzer 4. Look at this, managing to get... How has he got sight there? That's crazy. Round the side of the building. I mean, that...
I call witchcraft.
That is witchcraft at its best, and it looks like the RtN guys are really starting to pull this back now.
Oh, yeah.
They built up a lot of units. You know, CS taking complete control of the left-hand side. You know, obviously noticing the threat of conscripts and Matt's partisans. He has the support weapons there. He has the half-track there now, so he doesn't have to retreat as much when those things come on. Had the sniper as well. I mean, yeah, really good decisions from CS to start taking that back. Momo's starting to find his feet now. He will be capping the VP there, and we are going to see a triple cap coming in. Beautiful play here from RtN.
Just a quick reminder, guys, if you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to follow the channel so we can bring more pro esports, of course.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're not enjoying yourself, guys, please do follow the channel. It's the easy way to say it.
You don't really have a choice now.
Also, for those of you as well, if you do decide to donate to the channel at any point, 100% of the donations are going into the prize pool for this. So, what is this? Artillery coming in here. It's the Scavenge Artillery Doctrine. Scavenge Doctrine Artillery from Momo, and he's forcing off the pack howitzers there and any of the USF infantry. Look at that. Yeah, Jagdpanzer 4 actually decides to blow up his own Rakettenwerfer there, possibly to protect it from getting into the hands of Roof, but strange decision. He actually had a Volksgrenadier squad that could have recruited that, but he decided to blow it up instead. Not really sure what that decision was about, but actually Momo got pushed off after that assault. They handled it really well. The two Pack Howies providing a lot of damage. Su-76 there as well. Did a bit of damage to the Jagdpanzer 4. Momo forced back deep into his own territory, and again, you know, our allies, they're not doing bad at all, really. We're neck and neck on the VP still as well, so
it's amazing to see, really. No, pretty bad. That's everything's going to more prize money and stuff. So this is good.
Right, looks like we hit a slow point in the game at the moment. What's going on here then? Allies have dropped the pressure for a moment, and this is going to be a problem. Just look at this army that's in the center of the map now from Sears and Momo, and they're going to have such a problem trying to get past this now. You know, they have all the narrow points and the choke points locked down. You know, they're capping around the edges, but it's not going to be enough at all. There's loads of support weapons. They don't really have any of the late game vehicles they need because they invested so heavily in their early game tech. Now they don't really have anything to counter the Jagdpanzer 4 and the Panzer 4.
We do have AT partisans, so almost always got faith in the partisans, right?
AT partisans, I mean...
AT partisans will seal the deal.
Here we go, look at this. Did I miss this? Did I miss the 900 manpower call-in from recon support?
Yeah.
And look at this, they all drop with bazookas as well. Very, very interesting.
Go. There's your tank counter.
Exactly.
Why would you need tanks when you got man? This is a very interesting game, to say the least.
It's just a lot of things unexpected, really.
Yeah.
But I think, to be honest, you know, they actually played well this game, you know what I mean? They played really, really well at the start. The pressure was unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's. I think the commander choice is going to let them down here. I think that's going to be the end game, is that these commanders don't really provide
no,
the late game.
No.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
And also, you know, we're not seeing good spread of units here. We're just seeing blobs of these partisans going in, and they're getting instantly suppressed and beaten up by the grenadiers. It's just ending up as a waste of manpower. You know, they need to think of something else quick. They've got the 2-pack howitzers, which is nice to see. I mean, the Stuka's come out on the field now.
Yeah, from Stuka's going to be a bit of a problem.
So yeah, it's I fully expect that this is going to go straight onto the pack howitzers. But again, it's just weird, you know, like, what, don't keep them together, all the units together at the moment. Don't want to be seeing that, want to be seeing things spread out, so that...
The Stuka's gonna be ruthless, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
They really need to watch out. It's not something you want falling on your head, of course. And since they're lacking a bit of armor right now, It's basically only infantry, and if the Stuka hits once or twice properly, it's yeah, they're gonna be in big trouble, don't they?
I'll be going to see the barrage now. Momo's being very reserved with the Stuka. It doesn't look like he maybe doesn't know the position that he wants to fire at right now. I'm trying to wait for it so that we can see this. Here we go. It is firing now. They obviously see where the 2-pack howitzers are. Are we going to see both go down instantly? Yep.
There we go.
Both of those go down. Big losses from Roof there. He's not going to be happy with that, and I hope he learns his lesson about keeping units like that close together, because you could just group those 2 units together and have them spread out and not have that issue, you know. So it's just a tactical issue there. Look at this, tanks from CS. Unbelievable. They're getting desperate for the VPs again. We've seen in some of the previous round yesterday's what happens when you get desperate for those VPs. Yeah, exactly. Jagdpanzer comes from outside of cover, surprises the Su-76s. One's going to go down straight away. Is the second one going to go down? It doesn't look like Plague is retreating it, but it has got the Vet 2. Save it. Oh, but the Jagdpanzer 4 looked like it misses there. Su-76 will get
JP4 drive is definitely junk. How can you miss this? Wow. Vet 2 now though.
Again, AT gun from USF tries to take a shot there, but the shot hit the ground. Very unfortunate.
That's very unfortunate. This game.
I think this is the reason why, you know, we're not seeing a lot of the Soviets picked at the moment, by the way, is the fact that, you know, when you've got the British, when you've got the USF, you do have the ability to get weapon upgrades, and I think that's, especially on a map like Rails and Metal, the weapon upgrades, yeah, you know, like getting the Brens for your Brits, or getting the M19s, you know, for the USF, it helps you, you know, evenly balance, you know, the long-range engagements that normally favour Axis. And at the moment, you know, we're just seeing partisans that can't even get near the backlines of CS. You know, the Grenadiers are just shredding through the conscripts that are coming through. And again, you know, this is a
glorious flank by Momo decrewing those 2-pack howies.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually going to recrew one and walk away with it as well. Here we go. Is the lieutenant going to be able to rescue this? What's going down? Scavenger artillery is going down on the pack howitzer.
Uh-oh. This is fun. This is great to watch.
CS is just completely cemented in now. I don't really know what's happened to Plago after all these partisans that he built in the early game. I mean, he hasn't actually gone and teched up. He's still building partisans, and you know, the partisans were great at the start of the game, brilliant. But leave it there, for God's sake. You know, like
don't overdo it.
Yeah, I mean. You know, we're getting to this stage in the game now. He's got 184 fuel that could be spent on Su-85s or Katyushas, which would be absolutely invaluable right now. But instead, we're still seeing partisans, and they're being spawned and running into these MGE guns. Momo for sure has gone for an Ostwind. So look at this lineup from Momo. We've got the Ostwind, we've got the Jagdpanzer 4, we've got the Stuka. I mean, it's just loads of stuff going on right here. You know, from Momo, he's got everything he needs to actually overcome. Overcome the allies. We've got one heavily damaged Su-76 that just took a shot to the face from an AT gun. You know, it's just, oh my gosh. And the first time we see CS's sniper is out of position and nearly bites the dust due to the partisans here.
CS, please.
Here we go, Stuka coming in again. We all know where this is going. Looks like it's going to head in on the AT gun. Actually wipes it as well. So many losses from Roof.
Oh, guys.
That one not really his fault, but
yeah, it's still lost it, I mean.
And the whole AT gun goes down as well, because CS drives in and gets the attack random there. So again, very good play by CS, and this is one of the things I really like about the top players in this game, is that they have the awareness to, you know, when a support weapon goes down and it's not crewed, they go in there with attack rounds, they target, you know, the unit, and they just make sure that it can't even be recruited again. You know, forcing your opponent,
really giving nothing to the opponent.
Exactly, you know, forcing them to spend 270 manpower again to get that AT back up, you know, rather than a couple of small reinforcement costs. So great play from CS. That's what we absolutely love to see. What's this?
Just look at us. Oh, Brand's just staring to those partisans.
Things just got a little worse now with the elephant on the field. What are they going to do here? We've got the paratroopers coming in with the bazookas, trying to get the Jagdpanzer 4. Look at this, the Su-76 is like it's charging in the Jagdpanzer 4. Jagdpanzer 4 cloaks and then gets the counter shot over it. Wow, that was great play from Momo to cloak it and then fire again. You could just tell Plague wasn't expecting that.
I love cloak chip in Fortnite. It's so funny to use. It's like, now you can see me, now you don't, and I'm gonna kill you.
Momo's in, actually taking on the Ostwind with the Panther, assuming that the Elephant's going to be within range to actually take some pot shots in a moment. Where is the Elephant? Is it coming in? Yes, it is, supported by the Jagdpanzer 4. There we go. Ostwind in a good position to try and take down this building with the anti-tank partisans in.
The fighting has lowered the enemy down to 200 points.
A lot going on here. Ciez is starting to work up the flank now through the mid. So, again, extra pressure on the allies right now. They're starting to get encircled by the Axis. It's not looking good. They're running out of flankable options where they could disrupt the Axis. Very, very strong line across the left-hand side. Medic and MG bunker on the left from Ciez, obviously supported by the Panther 4 on the half-track there for reinforcements. You've got Elephant in the middle with the Stuka. Bunkers on all sides protecting the VPs. The right-hand side, Momo started getting booby traps on the points now. It looks like we are going to be coming up to a GG time. There isn't really anything that the Allies can do from here. I mean, they might consider throwing in the towel. We are going to see Plague just walk in with the 4 partisans again, looking to try.
The final salute, the final hooray.
Yeah, I mean, what is going on here? Well, they surrender, but no GG. I mean, come on, guys. You've got to give the GG. RtN has just won the semi-finals there.
We would be salty. I mean,
yeah, we would love to see the you know, the sportsmanship, you know, for this.
I think these guys are just a bit tired of the look. I don't think they really cared. I mean, once they knew they were facing RtN, I think they kind of accepted their fate, don't they?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Well, I mean, I'm surprised if they're tired, because I mean, at this point, you know, they've only played 2, you know, 25-minute games, or they only played 1 before that. So, you know, it's not like the games yesterday were RtN and you know, those guys were playing for like 55 minutes, an hour each time. So, it's yeah, sad to see that, to be honest. Right, I'm going to do this overlay.
Here we go.
And it is going to work this time, guys, I promise. So I will see you guys back at the lobby.